welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are building another tiny house. I want to call it a tiny house, like it's very close to a tiny house in my opinion. This house is for 2 Sims and they do have a proper kitchen, a dining area, and also a not a proper living room or living area because they don't have a TV or anything like that. They have a couch and a coffee table and also a pretty sizable bathroom, I want to say. It's a 5 square bathroom, but I still feel like this house is a bit on the tiny side compared to it being for 2 Sims, if that makes sense. So that is what we're doing today. It's very autumn inspired. You'll see a lot of season changes when I'm doing the exterior because I couldn't find a proper time during autumn in the game where the plants didn't look too dead. I still wanted them to have a little bit of color on them, but unfortunately I hit that spot during autumn once, and then I changed back to summer because I have MCCC, so I can change the season according to what I want. Like it's cool, it's very handy, and yeah, I changed it back to summer for some reason, and then I changed it to autumn again, and suddenly the flowers didn't want to cooperate with me. They just wanted to stay dead. So that's a bit unfortunate. That's a bit sucky. So that means that once we get to the end of the landscaping part, the flowers look a little dead, a little boring, but that's just how it is. It is autumn after all, so the flowers will lose their color and stuff throughout the season. That's just how it works. But yeah, that is pretty much what we're doing today. I wanted this up yesterday. I just could not manage to finish it in time. And then I'm currently working on something for the land grabs, and since I'm building on a 50 by 50, I actually think I'm gonna have to split that video into 2, which kind of sucks because I don't like to do that, but it is a 50 by 50, so the exterior on its own has taken me 2 hours so far, and I haven't even planted anything. There are no plants around the house whatsoever, so I think I might have to, like, I'm pretty sure I'll have to split it up into 2. We'll see when I can get the first part up, but I promise that I'll do part 1 and then I'll follow up with part 2 the day after, so you won't have to wait until like 2 days after or something like that. So don't worry, it'll make sense anyways. But yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. You may have seen me post a picture on Instagram because I was a little bit frustrated yesterday because I was sitting here looking at this 50 by 50 that's just covered in sand, and I did not know what to do with all that space. Like, it just doesn't inspire me at all because it's just sand. So yeah, but I started something. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't turn out very well, I'll scrap it and start over, but for now I'm kind of okay with where it's going, but we'll see. So I think this house was inspired by a picture that I found on Pinterest. I think it was actually like an actual house, even though when I look at the finished product, the finished build, it kind of reminds me of a dollhouse. I don't really know why, but there's something about it that just kind of reminds me of a dollhouse. I do think the original was a proper cottage though, but I could be wrong about that. I've been looking at so many contemporary houses since I finished this house, so I'm not really sure, like, I don't remember what it looks like anymore, so I probably just saw the chimney and I thought, yeah, this is gonna turn out, like, that could turn into a pretty cute autumnal cottage. So let's go for it, and then just add a lot of orange to the landscaping, add a lot of not evergreens, because I don't want them to be green the whole time. When I do landscaping inspired by autumn, I do like to go for trees that tend to change colors according to the seasons. So, or trees that lose their leaves because they just look so good during autumn. Like, I love the orange, I love the red, the dark green, like slightly brown kind of leaves. I love those. So I definitely don't choose evergreens, and I don't know why I said that. So anyways, but yeah, I think I just looked at the house, like the original house, and I thought that could look really cute with some more orange tones on it and like some brown orange kind of colors, and also a lot of red and brown and orange landscaping around it, and also some pumpkins. Of course, we are using a lot of pumpkins, or not a lot, just a couple here and there. I think I also ended up putting a couple of pumpkins inside the house, so they're carved. I should have used the pumpkin carving table or whatever that thing is called. It came with spooky stuff pack, I think, because you know how with the stuff packs we get something like gameplay wise, like I don't know, some kind of feature with every single stuff pack. And I think for spooky stuff pack, they added pumpkin carving. So we got a table, but I haven't used it ever, maybe once, but just that one time. It's not something, because we don't do Halloween in Denmark, so pumpkin carving or carving pumpkins is not really something that comes to mind. I've never done it myself, I don't think. So yeah, I just tend to forget that it's a thing, but it would be cute. You could definitely add it somewhere, maybe on the front porch, or there is this little area next to the house, like on the left side, where I ended up putting a picnic table under a tree. So it's actually really cozy. You can sit under the tree and have some grilled food because there's also a barbecue. And yeah, I thought that would be really cute. Just make sure that your Sims don't set the tree on fire with the barbecue. That's all, because it's like literally right next to it. I know, or at least I hope, that doesn't happen in The Sims, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. So if you use the grill, just keep an eye on it. Don't let your Sims cook overnight. Like if you go to bed and you have your game running in the background, definitely make sure to, I don't know, fence up the grill so they can't use it or something, because that could possibly have a very tragic outcome. I don't know why you would go to bed and have your game running in the background, but just in case you do, I'm not here to judge, any kind of gameplay that you guys do or how you play your games or whatever. So if you like to have your Sims just running around by themselves at night while you're sleeping, I'm not here to judge. Feel free to do that. Actually, I'd love to do that once. I just want to see what happens. I think I've seen other people make videos like, okay, so I don't watch a lot of Sims content. Like, I don't really watch any whatsoever, to be honest. But I do see people upload their thumbnails to Twitter because, we like to post our videos on Twitter as well. So I've seen a couple of people post these videos like, I let my game run overnight, or I let my Sims do what they wanted overnight, or I let my game, I don't know what it's called. Anyways, you guys get the point. So I kind of want to do that just once for fun to see what happens. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll wake up the next morning and Faye will have a family, she'll be married. Who knows? She might have found the love of her life. She may also have drowned. I don't really know. Or set the whole house on fire. Just make sure you save the house if you're working on something like a work in progress house. Probably just, save it to your gallery before you go to bed. That would probably be a good idea, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna do it. I'd like to see the outcome, but we will see. I don't really trust Faye enough to do it yet, but maybe in the future, who knows, but yeah. So I wanted this little fenced in area at the front of the house. It didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to, so it just ended up being a front porch instead. It was this kind of spur of the moment thing or a spur of the moment idea, and I thought it would be cute to have like this little fenced up area where they could plant stuff and, I don't know, to have some pumpkins. I don't really know, but it just looked weird. I don't know what it was, it just looked weird. So I ended up turning it into a front porch instead. They do have a couple of plant pots up there, but I did put some plants in them. So not like proper plants, but just landscaping plants. So if you want to use them, sorry I'm making noise, but if you want to use them, so when I do voiceovers, I can't sit still. So that's why sometimes I'll nudge the microphone or I'll touch something on the table or something else, just ignore it. But anyways, if you want to use those plant pots on the front porch, just delete those 2 plants and you should be good. There's also a bench there and also 2 trash cans because I do remember my outdoors trash cans. Even though sometimes I get comments that I've forgotten it, it's just because I've hidden it somewhere on the lot and you can't see it in the pictures, but it's definitely there. I will say I have forgotten it a couple of times, yes, but not a lot, like twice maybe. I've forgotten the sink recently and I'm still mortified that I forgot a sink, so I'm pretty good at remembering stuff when it comes to builds. Anyways, I think what I've forgotten the most is probably the mailbox, but if you download something from the gallery and you place it down and it doesn't come with a mailbox, the game will just generate one itself, so you should be fine. it doesn't do that with trash cans, so that's a little bit more, that's a bit worse if you forget a trash can, just saying. But yeah, everything should be good. I don't think I added an indoors trash can, but as long as your Sims have an outdoors one, you should be good, because you can just drag whatever you need to throw out into the outdoors trash can, and your Sims will also just carry whatever they need to throw out to the outdoors one, so it's all good as long as you have an outdoors trash can anyways. So I think for the rest of the build, we're actually doing mainly terrain paint and also landscaping. I don't know if terrain paint is a part of the landscaping. Would you say that? I don't really know, but I think that's what we're doing for the rest of this build, because there is a little bit like, or there's a fair amount of landscaping going on in this build, and you'll also see me struggling with the seasons like I explained earlier. So right now we are, I think, like 5 days into autumn if you have the game set to, is it 28 days? Like all seasons are 28 days each. I think we're 5 days into it, and the plants already look so dead, so I changed the season and basically was on autumn day 1, and it was everything was too colorful, so I wanted to change it just a little bit. Then I went like 3 days into the season and everything was dead, so I just gave up at some point. It was not working. I don't know, plants are not supposed to just die from one day to the next. What happened? But that's just how it worked apparently, so I couldn't get it to, I couldn't find the exact spot that I wanted. Like I couldn't find the exact amount of color that I wanted on the plants or on the flowers. They just kind of died from one day to the next, so I gave up. I might have tried once more before taking the screenshots, but I think this is pretty much how it's gonna look for the rest of this video. So I'm sorry. I know the flowers are a little bit brown, but they're not very colorful. They're supposed to be orange and red. Just imagine, like, look at them and just think orange and red and everything will be good. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing for the rest of this video, just doing a little bit more decorating up here on the front porch. I did decide to put a bench up here, like I said before. I also deleted that plant from, what's it from? Jungle Adventure, because it was just covering up the window behind, like the covering up the window to the bathroom a little bit too much. And also, by the way, don't worry, there is a proper set of curtains in the bathroom, so just like whenever your Sims have to go to the bathroom, just, you know, pretend like they're covering up the windows. It's all good. So that's one thing that actually bothers me a lot when it comes to The Sims. I don't like I need to have covered windows. Like I just need there to either be blinds or curtains, because I hate the thought of taking a shower and not have covered windows. I hate that. So I need that in The Sims. So I always cover up the windows. I think there's ones where I did the tiny off-the-grid cottage a while ago, and I had these sort of open windows that came with Jungle Adventure as well, and everyone was commenting on it like, okay, I like the bathroom, but the windows, and I'm like, you can just close them when you go to the bathroom. That's why I didn't put curtains in front of them. But I still get comments about it to this day, and I'm like, just pretend like they closed them. It's all good, everything is fine. So, but yeah, anyways, enough talk about that. We're pretty much done with the build, so I'm going to wrap up this voiceover now. If you like it, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. If you got any suggestions for anything you want to see here on the channel, also let me know in the comments section down below. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!
Jump into the car.